Hey everyone, today we're going to cover off a very important but sometimes controversial topic, manifesting a specific person and the concept of free will. And I see this popping up quite often in the tarot community for sure, and sometimes but less often in the manifesting community. And there seems to be a bit of a narrative around manifesting a specific person. Does it interfere with their free will? Do they have free will? Is it wrong to manifest a specific person? Are you interfering with power of choice, etc.? Now, I do see this popping up, and there are concerns around, are you manipulating people? Is it mind control? Is it wrong? Is it quote unquote bad karma, etc.? Now, even some of you who are already on the conscious manifesting journey, who are manifesting, someone that you desire or that you love, a specific person, may from time to time, waver and ask yourself whether you're forcing someone to want you. And that idea in itself can feel, kind of icky, right? But today I'm going to explain to you why manifesting a specific person is not manipulation, that you are and you always have been the only one in control of your reality, and why your specific person or any person in your personal reality has no free will and had no free will to begin with. Therefore, you are not removing anyone's free will. Therefore, you should never feel guilty about manifesting people. And you're always manifesting, whether you're manifesting them to love you or the opposite. Now, we're going to cover off the universal law of assumption and Neville Goddard's concept of everyone is you pushed out, and why you're always the operant power. And I'll explain to you what we in the law of assumption community mean when we say nobody has free will in your reality. To those who are new, my name is Talzi, and I am a tarot reader and I'm a spiritual coach. And here on this channel, I combine tarot with the law of assumption and conscious manifesting techniques to help you break unconscious patterns and to actually shift and create outcomes that you desire and you prefer, specifically in your love life. So I want to firstly talk about what we in the manifesting community mean and what Neville Goddard was teaching when he referred to the concept of everyone is you pushed out. Essentially what it means is we are all nothing but consciousness, and we are all connected through that one consciousness. Therefore, everyone in your personal reality is actually a reflection of you, and they are reflecting back to you your assumptions and your beliefs, the beliefs you hold about self and them. And we are all connected that way. So they're a mirror reflection of those beliefs and assumptions. Law of assumption, whatever you assume to be true will be reflected on the outside in your external reality. Your personal reality and your personal experience with anyone is always going to be a reflection of your state of being, of your state of consciousness, which encompasses your beliefs about self and about another. Okay, whether you're consciously or unconsciously aware of this, everything that is being reflected back is sort of like a movie reel, guys. Think of it that way. So every person in your reality, it's like a character in your world, and they're playing a role that you're projecting or that you have assigned them. And so if you're holding beliefs about a specific person, like they don't love me, or they're with someone else, or they're hot and cold, that's what you'll experience, because the outside world reflects our thoughts, and our thoughts are connected to our inner beliefs and what we assume to be true about self and another. So equally, if you believe this person cherishes and adores me, they love me, they want me and only me, they've always only wanted me, etc., you will conversely experience that reality. Now, I spoke about this before, but there are infinite versions of reality and infinite versions of states of consciousness. Now, nobody had free will to start off with, so you're not removing it. They were always showing up as a mirror to your present state of consciousness and your inner assumptions and beliefs at the time. So they were reflecting back something within that state of consciousness. Now, when it's not a preferable reflection, because you might say, but what if they already told me they're not interested in me, or that they're with someone else, or they ghosted me, or they rejected me? Here's where we say circumstances don't matter. The only thing that ever matters in manifesting is what you assume to be true. because reality will mold and shape itself and match what you're holding inside. Think of it like a mirror. You're not trying to manipulate anyone's mind, but rather your perception of them and how you believe they perceive you. Now, for anyone that is new, before you respond and say you didn't assume that a person would go cold, be non-committal, reject, or leave you, I encourage you please to go and look at a video I posted a while back about the power of your subconscious mind, and I'm going to link it here for you to watch in case you're interested. And there I explain to you that your beliefs and assumptions to a large extent are unconscious. But I also explain to you how you're absolutely able to change these. And this is when we become conscious manifestors. And this is where we're able to shift into different realities and different states of consciousness and different versions of reality. Okay? So by shifting our consciousness, we will experience an outer reality that is preferable. So when we change our inner state and project different thoughts and create new assumptions about a specific person, they're going to reflect it back like a mirror. This isn't forcing someone into any situation. It's energetically aligning with a reality that matches what you desire to experience with them. You're putting your focus and intention on another version and in another reality that already exists in the quantum field out of the infinite possibilities, guys, because everything exists all at once and creation is finished, and you wouldn't desire it if it didn't already exist. When you believe something is true, it begins to show up as true, no matter what the external conditions seem to say right now. You are always the operant power. Universal law and the law of assumption is always operating, whether you're consciously or unconsciously applying it, whether your specific person is rejecting you, not choosing you, or loving you. Consciousness is simply awareness or observation, and our entire outer experience and reality or present reality is actually dictated by observation. When you shift your focus or awareness and what you're consciously focusing on, and you focus on another version and hold new assumptions and project new beliefs and thoughts about a specific person and what you assume they think and feel about you, the way they see you and feel about you will shift. You're merely shifting into a reality that already exists. It is not about forcing them or interfering with their freedom of choice, and therefore you should never ever feel guilty in aligning with a preferable version of your connection. A subtopic of this, I'd like to discuss thought transmission, which is very real, and once you've put this into practice, or when a lot of you could be very familiar with telepathy, why you think of someone and then they pop up or they ring you, etc. But thought transmission is real, and it is something that is discussed by Neville Goddard as well. I would refer you to, I'm not going to sit here now and give you a Neville lecture, but I would refer you to The Art of Prayer, where Neville does talk a lot about telepathy and the mind, and where you hold a vision of a person in your mind and certain thoughts about that person, they are transmitted to that person and they receive those thoughts as if they are their own, okay? So this is not about mind control either, but it's about alignment. That person is going to resonate with those thoughts as if they're natural for them. This is why also having inner arguments or protests with a person, you're likely to manifest that sort of a dynamic with that person. Or if you are thinking this person doesn't want to talk to you, etc., that's what you will experience. So if you shift your thoughts to this person loves me, they cherish me, they're adoring me, they're thinking of me right now, they're missing me, and you persist in that, then this is what will start to show up in your reality. You are not removing anyone's free will, guys. People in your personal reality will simply reflect your inner assumptions and beliefs. I know it may seem strange if they have already specifically told you they're not interested in you, they don't want to see you, they've left you, they've blocked you, But this is where circumstances don't matter, guys. Reality is mirroring what you hold inside, not what is happening on the outside. So you're not manipulating anyone's mind, you're just shifting your perception of them. What others say in any moment is just a reflection of old thoughts. It's like a glitch in the matrix. You don't need to fix on it, change it, control it, or manipulate it, or see it as set in stone. Instead, you just need to shift your beliefs and thoughts. Reality is going to respond to that as you recode and rewire the way you think of them and the way you expect them to show up. And actions and their feelings towards you will shift accordingly. So stop accepting external circumstances as the ultimate truth, and you'll start getting the outcomes you desire. Once you realize that everyone's behavior is just mirroring your own inner emotions and that nothing is truly fixed, you won't feel the need to react to what's happening outside. Even if you notice that things haven't shifted yet on your conscious manifesting journey, understand it's just a temporary reflection of the old. Don't react or give it meaning. Success or setbacks are a result of the beliefs that, yesterday's beliefs, or just that there is, a momentary adjustment period, and allow for these consistent new thoughts to be projected outwards and actually take hold in your physical circumstances. Persistence is key. The more you commit to the new or the preferable story you want rather than the past or your old expectations and assumptions, the faster you're going to see the results in your physical, and there will be the unfolding regardless. The law is the law, okay? So essentially, again, wrapping up why this is not manipulation, but rather it's resonance. Manifesting a specific person is not manipulating them or forcing them to do anything against their will. It's aligning with the love and connection that already exists in consciousness and in another version of reality. And there are infinite that exist already right now in the quantum field of possibility. As far as thought transmission, you're not forcing thoughts into anyone's mind. You're simply aligning with that version of them that thinks and feels exactly the way you do, or exactly as you assume them to. When you embody a new belief about a person and how you believe they feel about you, they will respond to it as if it's their own belief, and they will mirror it back to you. You're simply tapping into that version of them that believes that to be true, because they are you pushed out. They are your mirror. You are the creator of your reality. You hold the power. I will wrap up now, but I would also like to emphasize something that I will tell you, and that any other law of assumption coach is going to tell you. Whilst explanation of the law and the theory behind the law is very important, and to understand it, don't forget that the only power is you. So please do test this. Accept you're the operant power. Drop a comment and let me know if you have had any experiences with manifesting a specific person, thought transmission. I'd love to hear the results, and I'm sending you guys so much love.